So I think we're good to go. So let's start off today's Q&A session. So for those of you who have just tuned in, so this is a weekly Q&A session that we host on every Friday at 4:30. So whatever query the SpeedBot user has in terms of how they can create their bots, how they want to understand the platform, so we try to educate them in this particular session. So before we start off today's session, I would just like to highlight some of the features that we are about to launch. So first of all, we got a lot of requests to launch a feature on the basis of the lock and trade. So this is a feature that is, you'll be able to lock and trail your profit and loss. So this is a feature that a lot of you guys had requested. So this is something that we'll be launching soon by the end of next week. So we'll be having a separate dedicated video for that, how you can use this particular feature in order to optimize your algo trading bot, right? So this is one of the features I wanted to highlight before we start the questions round. So now let us answer some of the questions. So the first question is from Mr. Prem. So Mr. Prem asks that, can you please explain how the trailing stop loss can be done at the strategy level? So to answer your question, what you can do is, let me just go over here in the option bot builder like this, and over here whatever things that I need to add on the leg level, I'll add it. But he has asked that how we can use the strategy level trailing stop loss rather than the set level. So over here you can select this particular option. Yeah, so I got the error that I need to add the strategy stop loss so that I can trail the stop loss. So let us first add this. So let us say if I'm saying that on the strategy level basis, 1000 rupees is my stop loss. Now I wish to trail this particular stop loss whenever there is an upside movement. Now let's select over here. So I need to add an activation value, that is, at what particular MTM would I like to start this trailing and by how many rupees I would like to trail. These are the two metrics that I need for the strategy level TSL. That is, if I say if there is after 500 rupees, that is whenever my profit reaches at 500 rupees, after that I will activate my trailing stop loss, and I will say that the stop loss will be 50 for every 25. So what does this mean? Let us understand. What does this 50 and 25 figure mean? So over here, I say that whenever I see a 500 rupees of profit, then my strategy TSL activates. That was at minus 1000 rupees. Now, whenever there is an upside movement of 50 rupees, that is from 500, my profit goes to 550. Then my stop loss, which was at minus 1000, will get deducted by 25 rupees. That is, it will come down to 975, and likewise. So this is how I'll be able to mitigate my risk, and that's how I can do it on the strategy level basis. That is, I can add multiple sets in particular strategy. It could be for Nifty, it could be for Bank Nifty or Fin Nifty, right? So I hope this answers your question, Mr. Prem. Let's move on to the next question. Okay, so next question is from Mr. Nishant. So Nishant has an execution issue that he has been facing issue in Sensex trading. Okay, so Mr. Nishan, as you have already created the ticket, so let me just escalate it to the team regarding the resolvement of the issue. So I hope that they will be able to resolve. Okay, and another query that Mr. Nishant has put in, that Sensex backtesting is not working. So I do not know whether some of the users know it or not. So we have already mentioned it earlier that whatever backtesting that you do on Sensex or BankX options, so currently we do not have the historical data for these two symbols. Due to the low liquidity, so you would not get accurate backtesting results. So it doesn't make sense to create your bots and test it on the historical data for these two symbols. So currently we do not have any historical data for Sensex as well as for BankX. So I hope this answers your question. So another question he has, that how can I use futures in options trading in the bot builder? Okay, so to answer your question, Nishant, what you can do is over here, let me just continue with the same interface. Let me just remove it. And over here, let's say instead of the option contract, I would like to add a future leg like this. So over here, I'll be able to set the lots. Just a minute, let me refresh it. Future leg like this. In this particular set, so that's how I'll be able to add the leg, whatever point or stop loss that I would like to mention. I'll be able to check it from my side, right? So that's how you can create a future based algo in the option bot builder. So let's move on to the next question. Okay, so Mr. Natarajan has a request that is it possible to have the lock-in trail of the profits or the stop loss? It will be easier for us and useful option that I have found. Yes, Mr. Natarajan, it is possible to have the lock-in trail of profit or the stop loss feature. So this is something that we will be launching by the end of next week. So you'll be having a dedicated video for that. So you can check it once it is live. Right. So let us move on to the next question. So Mr. Satish has this question that what are the pricing plans of SpeedBot? So on SpeedBot we have two types of plans as of now. One is the wallet based plan, that is whatever money that you add in your wallet, based on that the charges that you use, that is the capabilities that you use on our platform, based on that your wallet will deduct the money automatically. So that is the wallet based plan, that is called the pay as you go plan. Another one is the subscription based plan. Rather than adding the money every time, if you wish to go for the monthly or the annual subscription, that is on the flat fee based model, then you can do so. So how you can do that, let me just go over here. If you can see the plans, so over here for the pay as you go plan, you need to add credits in your wallet. So 1 credit equals to 1 rupee. So over here for every backtest that you do, for that you need to have 3 rupee. That is 3 credits would be deducted. For live deployment, it would be 15 rupees per day, per deployment, mind you. And for PaperBot, it would be 10 rupees. That is 10 credits. So this was for the pay-as-you-go plan. If you wish to have the subscription-based plan, then you can do so by checking out the plans that we have. It starts from 353 rupees per month. So you will get the daily backtests, the paper trades, and the live deployments. And if you're going for the annual subscription, then you get the TradingView support as well. Right? So these are the plans that we have. You can explore it from your end. Let me move on to the next question. I'm a beginner in algo trading. How to do algo trading? So this is a question asked by Nawaz. So Nawaz, to answer the question, so whenever you come on SpeedBot, by default you get to have 150 free credits. So it's a completely free sign up that you get. You can explore, you can feel how algo trading works. You can create your bots, test it on the historical data and deploy it live. So over here, if you are a beginner and if you'd like to use how the algo works, then over here you can go to the templates. So these are the trading logic which are already disclosed, and based on that you can understand when the bot takes an entry, when it exits. You'll be able to see the complete logic, and based on that logic you'll be able to deploy it or backtest it from your end like this. So once you click on the build bot button, the same strategy template will be replicated into your account. So that's how you can have n number of strategy templates created, and you can get a feel of how the algo trading works. So let's move on to the next question. Does SpeedBot provide referral program? So this is a question asked by Mr. Vijay. So yes, Mr. Vijay, SpeedBot does provide the referral partner program. That is, we do not mind sharing a particular commission with the people who onboard their family and friends, right? So that really saves a human cost for us. So we do enhance the SpeedBot partner program. How you can enroll into that, let me just make you understand. So if you go to the menu over here, there is an option for the referral on. So over here there will be a unique code that you can copy, and whenever your client or your family friends sign up on SpeedBot, then you can share this particular code for signing up, and whenever they make a purchase, that is whenever they buy a plan, in that case you get to see the referral income based on whatever payment that they have done. So you'll be able to see your income over here, and this is something that is withdrawable from your side, right? So this is something that is possible on SpeedBot. So let's move on to the next question. What kind of data analytics does SpeedBot provide? So this is a question asked by Mr. Nikunj. So Mr. Nikunj, to answer your question, SpeedBot does provide a complete ecosystem for reporting and analysis of whatever the bot has performed. So let me open up a sample bot. Go over here. Let's say if I have this particular bot, let me see if I have the report or not. Okay, so this is a bot which I'm able to see the report. So this is the detailed analysis that SpeedBot provides. For this bot has been running for around 11 months, somewhere around 12. You'll be able to see the positions and other statistics. Apart from that, you can see the PL summary. Let me just see it. That is how the bot has performed historically for all the days that it has run. Apart from that, you'll be able to see other statistics, the winning and loss making trades, and like the Sharpe ratio and Karma ratio. So all these things you'll be able to get it under a single algo platform. So let's move on to the next question. I have a strategy in options and I want to create it in Algo. How is it possible? So this is a question asked by Meet. So Meet asked this question. Okay, so he's not able to build his option bot on SpeedBot. So Meet, to answer your question, what you can do is you can go to the menu, you can go to the support, then the support portal will be opened like this. Or else what you can do is, while creating the bot, let's say from here, there is a button, develop with experts. If you can click over there and you can just mention whatever queries that you have. You need help creating your bot. You can submit whatever files that you'd like to share. Once you click on the submit button, then your ticket will be created, and based on that ticket, our team will be able to reach out to you and get your issue resolved. So that's how you can get the query shared with the team and they'll be able to help you. Okay, so let's take a few more questions, then we'll wrap up the Q&A session. Let me just see what else do we have. So does SpeedBot provide ready-made profitable strategies? So this is a question asked by Rajesh. So this is a question that we come across on a daily basis. So just to give you a context, that SpeedBot is a software provider in the algo trading industry. We do not endorse or recommend any profitable strategies by ourselves. Whatever the things that are there on SpeedBot, so that is up to the user's discretion based on their understanding, they do it, right? But if you'd like to feel how the algo trading ecosystem works, then you can use the templates which have the trading logic already disclosed, right? So over here, let's say this particular super trend option buyer, Graph Nifty, Bank Nifty. So this is an intraday based strategy template that you can use. So these are the conditions that you can see. So based on your understanding, you can tweak the parameters and you can have it your way. So I hope it answers your question, Rajesh. So what are the candle intervals that SpeedBot has? So this is a question asked by Salim. So let me just show you Salim. If I move on to the option bot, and if I add a leg, and if I would like to check the candle intervals that we support, so it starts from 1 minute till 1 day. So based on your risk profile, based on your trading profile, you can define whatever time frame that you need. It could be for scalping, it could be for swing trading or positional trading. So based on your profile, you can select the time frame from your end. Let's move on to the next question. What else do we have? I want to trade in US markets. Is it possible? So this is a question asked by Shiva, Mr. Shiva Reddy. So Shiva, it is possible that if you have a US based brokerage account, then you can have the APIs integrated with SpeedBot and you can run your US based bots using SpeedBot. So just to give you a context, let me just switch on to the US version. So over here, once you click on the login button, then you'll be able to see the USA symbol. Once you click on that, then you'll be redirected to the US platform, that is us.speedbot.tech. So over here, you can create Algo, you can create trading bots for the index options, for the ETF options, and you can create bots for the equity or the stock segment. So let me just demonstrate you how you can do that. Let's first go with the equity bot segment. So over here, I'll select the market type as USA, whatever candle interval I would like to define. And over here, let's say if I want to check the entry conditions for Apple, if I want to create a bot in Apple, then that is possible. Maybe Netflix. That's how I can add as many symbols as I want. So currently we support 800 plus symbols, nearly 1000 symbols for the equity segment in US markets. So let me show you the options segment, that is the option bot builder that we have. So these are the symbols that we currently have, that is QQQ, SPY, SPX and XSP. So whatever leg that you define, maybe if I go for SPY, so whether I would like to go for the 0 DTs or 1 DTs, then I'll be able to select the expiry and whatever time that I would like to define, maybe at 9:35. So based on that, I'll be able to create the bot and also test it on the historical data, right? And let's talk about the brokers that we currently have. So if you move over here, brokers, you add. So these are the brokers that we currently have for the US segment and for the crypto segment. If you're trading in crypto, then that is also something that we have support. So Interactive is live with us. PD Ameritrade, that is Think or Swim. Then Trader is there. So you'll be able to do options as well as equity-based algos using these set of brokers. Apart from that, if you have any requirements around the crypto bots, then you can contact us, right? So I hope this answers your question, Mr. Shiva. Let me go on to the Indian segment. Perfect. Let's take one last question and then we'll wrap this session up. Does SpeedBot offer forward testing for practice? Yes. So the algo trading journey is pretty incremental as far as I believe. That is, firstly, you get a logic, you validate the logic on the historical data. That is the next step. After that, you try to test the waters. You try to test your strategy or the logic in the live market without involving any real money. So in that case, forward testing is there. It is present on SpeedBot. How we can do that? Once you go to the bots and select whatever bots that you have. Let's say if I have this particular bot over here, I'm able to see the forward testing symbol. Once I click on the forward testing, I continue. And over here, it will be deployed in my portfolio under the forward testing section, like this. That's how. Whenever the entry conditions and the exit conditions are satisfied, the positions will be seen over here. So let me just show you a sample like this. So these are the positions that the bot has taken for forward testing, right? So I believe this pretty much covers the questions that our users had in today's session. And yeah, thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining today's session, and I hope to see you guys next week, next Friday at 4:30. Until then, thank you so much. Thank you for joining in, and I hope you have a great day. Thank you.